So let's see this beautiful poem, Queen of Night, written by Terry Webb Harshman. There are several poems based on the beauty of moon, but in this poem there is a specialty. This Terry Webb Harshman written this poem under the perspective of moon itself. That means moon itself says about moon in this poem. This poem fully tells about moon by moon itself. Anyway, the moon is both beautiful and mysterious, which makes it a popular topic explored through poetry. This poem is written from the perspective of the moon as it observes its effects on the earth. Anyway, let's see first stanza. First stanza contains 4 lines. So, I am the moon, queen of night. The first line itself, moon says that I am the queen of night. Is a direct comparison, isn't it? Or direct statement. So, such poetical techniques can be called as metaphor. I am the moon, queen of night. So, if we are using like instead of that comma, that means I am the moon like queen of night. We can see that is simile. But there is no use of like or as. Such comparison can be called as, or direct statements can be called as what? Metaphor. Anyway, I am the moon, queen of night, riddle wrapped in borrowed light. Riddle means something mysterious. I am mysterious, wrapped in, covered in borrowed light. I am covered with borrowed light. From where did moon borrow the light? From the sun itself. A silver spool where dreams unwind, ancient orb as old as time. So we know that the shape of the moon is an object like ball, isn't it? So here again says that a silver spool. So moon says that I am like a silver spool where dreams unwind. So in that my presence only dreams unwind. Dreams are there. So ancient orb as old as time. Here an object shaped like a ball can be called as orb. An ancient orb as old as time. Here comparison is there, isn't it? As old as. So such comparisons can be called as simile. The use of like or as, if it is there, that is called a simile. Moving to second stanza. I masquerade, I wax and wane. Pretend to be somebody else can be called as masquerade. I masquerade, I wax and wane. So what is the specialty of wax? We know that wax will give light, and after a long time it will end up, isn't it? It will melt. Likewise, it says that daytime I am melting and nighttime I am wax. Forever changing at the same. So forever I am like that. Every day that change is there. Wax and wane. It indicates day and night itself. Okay. I stir the tides with unseen hands. So unseen hands I have. I steer the tides. Because of this moon presence, moon says that I am the reason behind the tidal waves in the sea. Understood? So we know that moon doesn't have hands, but here a unliving object is compared to like a living object, isn't it? That's why I stir the tides with unseen hand. So such poetical technique can be called as personification. Personification means giving human qualities to a non-living object can be called as personification. So which is the personification here? I stir the tides with unseen hands. Moving to, they ebb and flow from sea to sand. They ebb, and ebb means move away from land, can be called as ebb. They move away from land, flow from sea to sand. And we know that because of this tidal waves, such rains are happening. We know that, and we studied also. We are studying still. So through this moon itself, sea to sand, everywhere moon's presence is there, directly or indirectly. Everything is depending on moon. Moon says like that. Father son may keep the day. Maybe father son is keeping the day, but I riddle along the Milky Way. So I am ride along the Milky Way. This moon itself ride along the Milky Way, holding court with owls and bats. In night time itself, these type of owls and bats are there. Moles and wolves and backstreet cats are there, isn't it? In presence of night time only, certain things can see properly. Certain animals can see properly. Which are the backstreet cats, wolves, moles, bats, owls, isn't it? Last stanza. Within my tent, the weary rest, puppies doze and sparrows nest. Children dream beneath my light. I am the moon, queen of night, isn't it? So moon itself says that when I am there, these things are active. Which are they? These animals are active, and others are there in the nest. They are weary rest. Especially puppies, sparrows, all are taking rest, including children's dreaming with my presence only. Who says that? Moon. So one more thing is there, alliteration. Alliteration means repetition of same consonant sound in the same line can be called as alliteration. So one example for the alliteration last class we already seen. So some examples let me say once again. Alliteration example in the poem is I wax and wane. So W, presence of W is there, isn't it? I wax and wane. W sound is repeatedly saying in the same line. Now another alliteration we can see that they ebb and flow from sea to sand. There two alliterations are there, which are they? Flow from. F is repeatedly came together in the same line. Flow from. Likewise, sea to sand. Sea and sand. So actually, in short, Terry Webb Harshman, the poet, written this poem with beautiful imageries, pictures, and poetical techniques like personification, metaphor, simile, then alliteration. And we can see certain rhyming words also there in the poem. Example, light, night, isn't it? Likewise, time, same, or vein, same, hands, sand, day, way, bats, cats, rest, nest, light, night. All these are rhyming words. That's why we can see that there is a definite structure for this poem. If we see first stanza, let's see what is the rhyming scheme in the first stanza. Let's see which are the words in the first stanza at the end of the lines. Night, light. So we can give a rhyming scheme for night, light because same sound ending. Unwind, time. Different sounds are ending. So we can see BC. So first stanza only if we are checking, we can see rhyming scheme are AA, BC. I hope you understood the entire summary and poetical structure of the poem. Thank you all of you.